It's 9:30 in the morning and I'm in a string of cars going up Boreas Pass here. It says it's 8 miles long. I've never been here before, but I have a sinking feeling I'm not going to be able to find camping here. There's just a ton of people here and maybe I didn't get here early enough. Alright, it's about 10 o'clock. We made it up Boreas Pass road. It's a pretty bumpy road and it's pretty busy today because people are out enjoying the fall colors. I've never been up here before. We're just outside of Breckenridge here, and according to the sign, you know, dispersed camping allowed. All of the campsites were taken driving up here. We're pretty far up the road, and finally I found one that is not in use. Got our little fire ring here. Can't have a fire, I don't believe, because we're still on a fire ban. But yeah, I'm about to set up all my camping stuff before we take off so nobody else claims this spot. And finding a spot while camping can sometimes be the hardest part about camping. So now that we got the spot, we can really get our day going. All right, we've marked our territory here. We can head out for the day and hopefully come back to a campsite that nobody else is camping at. My suspension's definitely taking a beating on this road here, but now that we got our campsite, really the stress of the day is kind of over with. The hike we're about to do today, going up Mt Quandary, should be pretty easy, and honestly it's pretty much training for winter time because I do plan to come back here and ski down the summit. So I'd like to kind of get to know the trail, know the path a little bit better. And it is beautiful weather out here in Breckenridge. It's about 60 degrees today, really crisp. Yeah, this road is pretty gnarly. Gets some sections only one car at a time can fit. You really have to take your time around here. Look at that. Made it to the trailhead and absolutely no parking anywhere. Got here at around 11 a.m. and I'm starting to go up this residential road. This guy in the street stopped me. He was like, "Hey, want to park at my place?" Got a parking place literally within a minute of trying, which is super, super lucky. And there's people circling around like crazy. And this guy just came out and blessed me. I'm not going to show his house because he didn't seem like he wanted to be on camera. We're all parked up, starting to do our stretches here. For the hike today, I'm going to be rocking the sweats. It's like 60 degrees, but it is pretty windy. And I know once we get above tree line, it's going to be super windy. Also brought the rain jacket because you never know when that's going to happen. Even though the forecast is clear, we got some snacks in there. Portable charger just in case. Headlamp just in case. And a good amount of water. A little bowl for the dogs as well. Only about a 3 or 4 hour hike. Nothing they're not used to. I shout out that guy for letting me park in his front yard. It was so clutch. Just literally happened to be in the right place at the right time. We'll just like circling around looking for places to park. All right, it is 11:26 and we're getting to move on. I'd say this is pretty much the start of the hike. We're gonna keep a nice pace. I don't want to tire the dogs out. Good training for winter. That's why we're out here in the first place. Get the legs in shape because guess what? Coming back here to ski down the whole thing when there's snow on it here in a few months. And that's what I'm really excited for. Hiking's cool, I like the view and all, but I want to snowboard, man. This is really gross, but there's no like public trash can out here, so I have to double seal the dog poop and just pack it out. Yuck. Gotta take care of the trail. Can't be leaving dog crap. So we are definitely high up here. The dogs are panning like crazy. Yeah, the air is just super thin. Not a lot of it. Just bit off a lot of elevation gain right at the beginning of the hike. Able to catch my breath a little bit, enjoy the scenery. Sun's definitely starting to come out. Had to shed the hoodie. It is getting warm. So pretty up here. We're cooking with fire now. I got my breathing under control. Making some serious progress on this hike here. Really beautiful. See the lake down there? Pretty windy, so it's helping cool us off a bit. Hiking the ridge here soon, you can see it coming up there. Calves are burning big time. Feeling good though. Pups are chugging along just fine. Little plateau right here. Figure it's a good place to stop and snack for a little bit, get the dogs cooled off. It's kind of amazing there's no wind right now. All right, lunch of champions right here. A little salted peanuts for electrolytes and a crustless. Not even an uncrustable, a crustless. Kind of traversing this boulder field. Final push to the summit here, and it's so much loose rock, it's almost safer just to have them off leash for this final bit here. Really hasn't been that bad, honestly. So this has been good workout, good conditioning for the winter, and proud of my pups for tagging along. Patch of snow after a long day of hiking. Make some yellow snow. Should have brought the board. Oh yeah, Lucy, get in there, girl. Get in there. Starting to look a little cloudy, so we don't want to be above tree line in a storm here, obviously. Probably make the final little summit here, skedaddle back down, get back to camp. I'm starving. Woo! All right, making our way back down. We're gonna try to hustle a little bit back to the truck, just because we do not want to be above tree line if there's a storm brewing, and it is starting to look a little dark. Turn on the Jake brake, just ride it in low gear all the way down. All right, we're wrapping up here. Took us about 4.5 hours, 6.5 miles, 3,300 feet of elevation gain. Jesus, it was certainly a half-day hike for sure. My legs feel like jello, and it's time to cook some dinner. All right, made it back to base camp here. Dogs are tired. I'm tired, and it's time to get to cooking here. Tonight, we got ourselves a little bit of a surf and turf going on. New York strip. Good looking steak right there. Some shrimp, asparagus, rice, even a little bit of hash browns, a little secret of mine. Step one, we're gonna marinate our steak. A little bit of Lorry's. This stuff is really good. $2, just throw it in a bag, mix it around, your steak's all seasoned. All right, got our burner going here. One thing that I do like is I spent a little bit of extra money and got the windproof Coleman, and it's coming in handy right now. You can see it's a little windy out here. Other burners, you can just put out the flame. I think it's worth the extra money. Very important, we're gonna be using avocado oil. It has a higher flash point, so it's really good for cooking steak and stuff, and also it's just a little bit healthier for you. Letting our oil heat up here. Go straight out of your marinade bag right into the pot. You see the oil's ready when it's sizzling like that, and I've set a timer for 5 minutes. I like my steak medium rare, so 5 minutes on each side is all it needs. This is why I love truck bed camping right here. It's just very simple. I got one of everything I need. Groceries, you just restock in the cooler. Got a nice bed back there, can relax, and I can set up shop pretty much anywhere I can pull off on the side of the road. Allows us to explore and go on cool adventures like this, and just really grateful to have this set up. All right, our 5 minutes is up. Looking pretty toasty so far. We're gonna go ahead and drop our asparagus while we're at it. A nice little pocket for those right there. There's some garlic powder. Now most people would stop right there. I mean, that looks like a pretty good dinner, but I'm a hungry boy and I hiked a lot today. Burned a lot of calories, so gotta make up for it. All right, next course we got our frozen shrimp throw down, hash browns. On the hash browns we got a little bit of cayenne pepper. On the shrimp we got a little bit of like fajita mix, similar to like taco seasoning. And we're gonna cook the shrimp till they're pink on both sides, and we're gonna cook the hash browns till they're that orange crispy color. A little bit of cheese on the hash browns. Okay, we're almost done here. We got some nice color on the shrimp. Hash cheese looking like they're about to finish up here. And just in the nick of time too, it's about to start to rain. That's a proper surf and turf right there. We got our steak, rice, asparagus, hash and shrimp. Top it off with a little whole milk. And we're gonna polish the shrimp off with some good old yum yum sauce.